right. All right. Big inhale, big deep breath. Oh my gosh, the day is alive today. Hey there, it's Sadie at allnaturalme.com. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, Katie. I was sitting downstairs and my son came downstairs and he said, "Oh, I guess I take it you're not broadcasting today." And I was like, "What do you mean?" "Yeah, I am." And he said, "Like that?" So yeah, I haven't taken a shower yet because I'm working hard today. And when I work hard, I like to stay dirty, right? I'm a better worker if I'm dirty. Dirty workers are very productive because our hair is already messed up. We already stink, like whatever. Let's just clean those rabbit cages. Okay, and then I'll take a shower. Maybe. Hey, Vortex. Yeah, definitely breathe in, breathe out. Is it gorgeous where you're at? Because I'm almost glad to be having an outside chore that's going to take me an hour. I'll be in and out for about an hour, taking care of, hey, Drake Martin, I know, right? I like that. You're broadcasting like that. Yes, I am. Because today we're talking about friendship, and it's basically with me, take it or leave it. Right? Like if you really are my friend, then you can handle this. You can handle this for sure. So I didn't really get anything prepared because it was just so gorgeous. I decided to go outside and walk around with Mars and take a picture of some tree branches, you know, just those type of things that need done. Yeah, so Katie says, this is about friendship. We don't care. I love it. Oh my gosh. Let me see here. I have the font so big I can hardly see your comments. Old lady style font. So yeah, Vortex says it's pitch black outside. That's because you're in the future. Vortex, I always forget that. Thank you so much for being here. So we are going to talk about friendship today. So this is definitely one of the shadow clearing topics that I personally am going to have to really approach honestly and do the work, because I have wonky, and that's really putting it lightly, I have really wonky energy when it comes to my friendships. Like from one perspective, they're all failures, right? Like, and I have no success story friendship stories, right? Like they just are all disappointing or they're failures. However, the wiser part of me knows that they're not failures, but instead lessons, right? Like I learned something from each of them. None of them were supposed to last forever. So it's kind of an interesting topic for me. So before I get too personal, start naming names, just kidding. We are going to pull ourselves a friend. So I think like our lineup today, what I was sort of considering was, one, we'll pull ourselves a friend. These guys we can count on. Then we'll talk about friendship from the Soul's Journey deck. Okay, we'll do that. Then yesterday, I really wanted to pull, hi Angela. And I don't want to complain about not having friends because you guys are amazing. Yesterday I really wanted to pull an herb card. Plants are great friends, like really. They listen to you, they love to be talked to. They only offer you nourishment and healing for the most part, and wisdom. So I think that's going to be our deck. I don't really feel a pull so much to any of the other decks except maybe a dragon card. So how about we'll do a plant and then a dragon. Plant, then a dragon. Then love. We're going to finish it with love. Okay? I don't care how jerk face your friends are, we're going to finish it with love. Okay? And then we'll finish. So Katie says, it is so beautiful. I took pictures with the sun. So amazing. I got purple from the sun beaming down on me. Oh my gosh, Katie. Love the violet flame. Yeah, and then there's Angela, speaking of the violet flame. So before we get into this, and because we're talking about friends, I want to talk about you guys. Listen to this. I really came to this, and I'm glad I'm getting to share it with you. So you guys are like, and this is interesting, so I'm going to pull Trinity too into this. You guys really are my trinity of support, right? So I asked the universe to send me more support. And who did he send me but Katie Moore? Okay, so I've been wowed by that a really long time. Like, universe, I really need more support, like more upliftment, someone to be more interactive with. Who does creator send me? Katie Moore. Literally more support. Okay, so I've been thinking that's been really cool for a really long time. But you know, like, I do have this Trinity, and Trinity always supports me. She's great. Whether she's here or not, she's always sending love. But in my broadcast, something that I can almost count on to the T is I do have this Trinity trio, which it's, you know, more angelic grace. So I have Katie Moore, Angela, angelic, and Gracie, grace. In my broadcast, I have more angelic grace than I need. Like, so I do feel supported. So I almost feel like a snot being like, oh, my other friends really suck. Well, they really actually do. Like, I'm pointing everywhere now. I'm pointing geographically. But what do I have to complain about? I have like so much good energy from you guys. So anyways, just to let you know how I think about you, all this more angelic grace. I mean, your names are significant to me, and so is your energy, and so is your love and light and encouragement. Yeah, so thank you for more support, your angelic presence, you know, this love and grace. I mean, it's wonderful. So Katie says, shout out, LOL. I know. You are so amazing, Sadie. I love you, and I love our soul fam. Yeah, and we have had so many confirmations this week that we are so connected, Katie. It's just like really blown my mind how the people who are supposed to be connected, right? Like the people who are going to be real true friends in this life are connected in ways that they might not even understand, and they don't even have to try. Like some people, to force a third dimensional friendship, you have to try so hard, right? Like, it's just like, why is this person so hard to be friends with? Well, you know, it's like swimming upstream. But you guys, it's so easy, and like we're making connections and we don't even know it, like with the oracle cards and our synchronicities and pulling similar messages all the time. I think like our higher guides really just want us to get over this kind of lonely, abandoned, lone wolf, I travel solo, right? This thing that we think in ourselves we have no one. Well, that's not true at all. So I think we're just being wowed and confirmed with a lot of these things going on because we need to get over it so we can get on with it. We got work to do. So, like, seriously, we gotta let this trivial stuff go. So if you have been hurt by people in your personal life, your physical life, it's trivial, even though it might feel big. It's trivial, and it's time to let it go. Oh, I love you guys too. Yeah, it's crazy in such a wonderful, crazy way. So anyways, I think that'll be like plenty for us. Definitely. And then we got to get our booties outside again. It is so gorgeous. Even if we are just cleaning animal cages, whatever, do it with appreciation. Send love to Gaia. Like, really touch the tree, feel the plants, smell the plants. If you have flowers, I don't know who would have flowers right now, but smell them. Really be gentle with the earth. Send her love. Yeah, send her love. All right, you guys, so I love you. Thank you for coming together under the intentions of more love on this planet. So let's see who our friend is. Yesterday we had, was it determination? That was so funny. Yesterday was a riot. Like, I was almost like, how is this possible that all these cards are just, you know, perfect? Well, today, these are all friends. So once again, I'm not going to be able to go wrong because they're all friends. So this is what we're going to be doing this a while. It's a big deck. 64 friends. Plenty. That's more than enough. That's several packages of greeting cards every year. Usually I do not send Christmas cards or birthday cards or greeting cards so much, but this year I feel like just reaching out a little bit. This guy's cool on the cover. Like on the guidebook, look at him. He's got a cat on his nose. But with that said, I'm not sending cards to everyone, just the people I feel super connected with. As my ears are ringing like crazy, like not who you think you should send a card to. Who do you want to send a card to? Like, you shouldn't buy gifts for people that you have to or you think you should. Who do you want to? Who do you want to show love to? Who do you want to care for? Who do you want to help this holiday season? You know what I mean? That's the way I'm doing it. That's the way I'm doing it. All right, so this one sort of just stuck out, kind of like Sadie. Let's get this going. It is number 13, discernment. So I love discernment. So I'm excited to have her as a friend. I love to use my own discernment. We should definitely use discernment when we're picking people in our life. So speaking of yesterday, Katie says, my tiger's eye necklace came in and my 3 bracelets. One is the 7 chakra bracelet. And I'll have to look up the other 2. Like, you just bought them because they were pretty. You're like, what did I buy? It's me. That's me. So anyways, look at her. Isn't she pretty? Very kind of elegant, kind of graceful, really poised, like pulled together. She looks like, you know, she's not a fly off the handle type of person. That's kind of what I get from her. She's got roses on her cheek, crescent moons on her lip, a sun star on her chin. She's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. What does Katie say? Of course, discernment. That's one of my life purposes, but she's got an LOL in there, so we'll see. Oh, those LOLs. Okay, so this is number 13, discernment. Oh wow, she got a lot to say. Let's see here. Discernment begins at an individual level as you come to see how deeply your view of others is connected to your feelings. Over time, you reclaim the ability to listen to others and the world from a broader perspective. All right, this is going to be good. This is going to be good for us. So the gift she's going to teach us about, it's me, you guys. It's discernment. Okay, that's her gift. I got my dog remote today to vibrate them into good behavior. So she's going to talk about the shadow of discord. And then the siddhi is empathy. All right. What does fundamentalist mean? All right, maybe we'll find out. Okay. I grew up in a fundamentalist household. 2 parents who were narrow-minded, opinionated, and reactive. Okie doke. If I expressed something that didn't fit with their beliefs or was too optimistic, they beat me down with words or a belt. They were always in the right and I was always in the wrong. To survive their anger, bitterness, and pessimism, I turned into water. I became soft, compliant, and forever yielding. I sacrificed my backbone in order to stay safe and got so good at pretending to be sweet and kind that I forgot I was pretending. As I entered womanhood, I became a permissive carpet, allowing others to walk all over me. And even though I had strong beliefs inside, I never stood up for what I believed in. I repeated this pattern, falling into one abusive relationship after another. All of my decisions were fueled by a desire for safety, even though I was rarely safe, and I was often surrounded by discord. I refused to do what I knew had to be done. Until one day I saw my husband touching my daughter inappropriately. That was it. I could no longer deny my feelings or refuse to act. The moment I was forced to listen to the rage, pain, and utter hopelessness that had been living inside of me was the moment my true heroic life began. Now I watch the human drama playing out all around me with empathy, compassion, and optimism. I write myths and children's books with that knowledge, acknowledge, sorry, I'm like choking up here, that acknowledge the mythical journey that is the human life. All true heroes and heroines go through dark nights of the soul. Transformation and redemption are inevitable when we are willing to wake up, discern, and truly listen. So I was choking up because she moved on too fast. I thought there should have been at least 3 sentences where she hung him off the rafters, right? Right? Like, I was choking up because I wanted to rewind and whoop him. Okay. Not, and by whoop, I mean like slit his throat and let him bleed out in the driveway. All right. So anyways, my gift to you, but that's what she needed to wake the F up. Right? That's what she needed. She needed something like that to wake up. It happens. All right. Oh my God. My gift to you. I am here to wake you up. That's what she says. I didn't even see that. My gift to you. I am here to wake you up. Where are you repeating the same mistakes? Where are you refusing to listen and accept the consequences of your heart's truth? You will be surprised at how courageous you are once you begin to be honest with yourself. It is time to start listening to yourself and to others. Learn the art of discernment. Listen beneath the words. Listen for the deeper desires. Listen for the emotional agenda and the underlying tone. Listen beyond your own individual story. There is a grand mythic human drama playing out in your life and all around you. We are all a part of it. We all have our version of the underworld. We all carry the wand of a wizard, the sword of a warrior, and the potential for a happy ending. As you begin to see the mythic quality of your own rich human life, your optimism will grow right along with your empathy, compassion, and heroic potential. You are not alone. I am here. Yes, Angela, whoa. And yeah, wake up, let the love of the universe in. Yeah, definitely a wow, just a wow, Katie. I just got wowed when she says, you are not alone. I am here, because my intro to friendship was that lonely path, was that lonely road. I'm a wizard, yo. Yeah, shout out to Asiel the Oracle. So anyways, yes. So Katie says, personally, dang, she's been wondering about discernment, and she's getting a very clear message. Good. So I need a drink, and then we'll listen to her questions. But we might want to take a minute and make sure we've grounded ourselves before we think any more about this. You can do that every day. Ladies, envision a very big cord of colored light coming out of your second chakra and down into the earth Gaia. Fellas, do it from your root chakra. That's just a little bit lower. So yeah, get a drink. We got some questions. Okay, so she says, where are you trapped in a self-destructive cycle? So this is like something you can ask yourself, well, where am I trapped in a self-destructive cycle? Here's another question. Where are you starving for empathy from yourself or others? So these are just questions for contemplation. You don't have to answer them to me. Yeah, I know, I'm preparing myself too. So this is number 3 says, discern the ways that your experience of the world around you is colored by your mental and emotional states. Okay, that might take more than 5 minutes. How can you be more empathetic towards yourself and others in your everyday life? All right. Is there a myth you resonate with at a deep level? One that reflects your family or cultural story? Like one that like your whole family has believed for so long and you just carried it on too without ever really thinking, do I want to carry this out? Right? All right, last one. If you were to write your own myth, what would it be about? Who would be the protagonist? Write a simple myth in your journal. Let the story impact your life. So if you'd like to do that, go for it. I don't know. Like, it's where I'm at in my life. Like, if I get my ego wants to like fall for a trip, like I'm to the point now where I know better. Like I could let it play out in my head if I want to, but there's most parts of me at this point is like, come on, you know that you only feel that rejection because that's the story you've told yourself or that you've carried on for so long. Like, do you know what I mean? You begin to get to the point where like you call yourself out all the time and then it's not even fun to dive into the drama because you know better. So Angela says, I give up seeking validation from my parents. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one to give up for sure from anyone. So anyways, discernment has given us quite a bit to think about, especially with the friendships in our life and how we view the world. And yeah, I mean, let's just let her sink in a little bit because she was pretty intense. Yeah. So yeah, yes, I know, like we really need to give up all validations now that you mentioned that, Angela. Like why, like I was even thinking about that yesterday with perseverance. Like why do I even think that I need validation from like my social media sites? Like when I post something, why do I need the validation to keep going? Like that's not really true perseverance, right? Like I should, like, it's a good question for yourself. Like, why do I need the validation? Why do I even need it? Why do I care what my parents think? Why do I need it? Why do I need that? Because, like, you want them to be proud of you, or, like, you don't want to make them upset. Like, you kind of need to, like, take some time to get down to the root of it all. Like, why do I care? Like, why do I even care? And, you know, like, not being a like, sass about it, but, like, what is it all about for me? So anyways, hi virals, welcome. So our next, no. I was picking up, I'm ready to get to the herbs, you guys, but first we're going to talk about friendship. I was going to say our next card is from the Herbal Healing deck, but actually first we have to talk a little bit more about friendship. Well, look how gorgeous this is, you guys. It's beautiful, like hot pink and magenta and violet. It almost, like if somebody said those were made of like little seeds, it kind of has that kind of texture to it. Look, it's making the camera, oh, it almost looks like it's moving. This is alive on the video for me. Does it look like it's moving for you? That's cool. All right. Yeah, it doesn't do that for here though. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay, so that would be like good friends, bad friends, right? I understand that they're all in my life for a reason. Even the jerks. It is beautiful. So all humans are created from the same source. But there are some souls that share a unique kinship. Friendship can be the most exciting and beautiful experience on earth, but it can also be frustrating and heartbreaking. Understand that everyone in your path is here to teach you something. It may be for a year or a lifetime. Together you will teach each other various lessons of the heart, such as trust, love, loyalty, and admiration. The bonds of friendship are often stronger than those of family. You have formed a bridge of understanding between the two of you that has stood the test of time and of lifetimes. I mean, come on, girls, you know that we've known each other before, right? So a true friend will illuminate your path instead of dim it, right? Someone who will uplift you, not cut you down. Okay, that's a true friend, uplifters. He or she will give advice with your best interests at heart. To be able to communicate at a soul level with another human being is the biggest treasure of the physical dimension. So I guess that's why we like, even though we're like, that's fine, I don't even want any friends, you guys are all a bunch of jerks, right? Like after you've had like a bad friend, you're like, that's it, I'm never gonna have another friend again. You still want another friend, like an awesome friend, because it really is one of the best experiences, that connection you can have with another soul, right? Like that's why you came here, right? To play and have fun and make connections and of course do your missions and stuff. But yeah, it is all about those connections of the heart. So even for the people who are like, I don't need any friends, I don't want any friends, there still is that desire in you that could be causing, you know, a little resistance within you. So anyways, just understand that everyone in your life has come in for a reason. And hey, when they've expired, it really is time to let them go. But then like be open to a new friend. Be open to new friends, right? Some friends last a year. Some friends last a lifetime. Okay, so anyways, cool. Let's go on to our plant friends. I'm so excited to pull a card from here. Really. Anybody drinking any herbal tea today? The only tea I made was actually some of the Spice Dragon tea, but it wasn't even for me, it was for my son. So I need to go make my own tea. I had raw cacao, which is like intense. It makes your body feel like it's sweaty for sure, but like it's like it like gets you moving. It's intense. So anyways, yeah, let's think about our plants. I love them for so many reasons. They're part of Gaia. They offer us nourishment, but for now we're gonna really ask them for their wisdom. Okay, so we're talking about friendship today and discernment. Let's see. Let's do these ones. Angela says hibiscus. Oh, I love hibiscus. I buy it bulk, but I don't drink it that often, but I like buying it bulk because you can see the dried red flowers. So good. Okay, here we go. So we stopped on elder, ancient wisdom, but I'm going to pull the bottom card too because that's the one that was like telling me to stop. So elder, ancient wisdom, the elders probably look back, right? And they kind of see how everything in their life was for a reason. They have that broader perspective, the elder tree. And on the bottom is Vitex, self-mastery. So this is really fun. Self-mastery. Mastery. 2018 is coming up. Okay, when you add the numbers 2, 1, and 8, you get 11. 11 is a master number. So we're coming up to the new year, which is a year of mastery, self-mastery. So I was just thinking about that. So that's cool that Vitex comes in and talks about self-mastery. So this ancient wisdom, let's talk about the last lifetime that we were friends. All of that knowledge that we have, that ancient knowledge, that ancient wisdom from our past incarnations, we can actually utilize it now to help us with our self-mastery in this lifetime. So I like that. Yeah, and then Angela's saying, find your elders, right? That was me a couple weeks ago. And what does Katie say? No, I was thinking about drinking some rosemary tea. And she'll have to look up the Spice Dragon tea. Yeah, the Spice Dragon, that was the one in your zippered pouch. So yeah, it's caffeine free. It's so good. Yeah, I love both cards too. So we're gonna read both of these trees, or at least go skim over them and see. But that's the message I get, right? All this ancient knowledge that we do have, even though we kind of don't realize it at most times. How can that apply to our current self-mastery? Okay, this is interesting. So what discernment she was telling us to like write a myth, right? Well, the quote is a Rumi quote. Each one of these entries starts off with a quote. And this one's from Rumi, and he says, "Do not be satisfied with the stories that come before you. Unfold your own myth." So like your life story is like a myth you can write yourself. Unfold your own myth. Don't just like be satisfied with the stories that have come before you. So this elder tree, this is one that we might all want to have on hand. It's very medicinal, the berries. It's like elderberry syrup. You've probably heard of that. It's for colds and flu. I almost ordered some the other day, but then I didn't, because truly I should be harvesting my own because it grows everywhere around here. But it was just something that I wanted to be super sure of identifying, before I started making it. I'm almost ready to do it. Elder can calm the nerves, increase circulation, improve digestion. So it's good to have. And if you like hibiscus, you'd probably love elderberry syrup because it's tart too. So it's a symbol of healing derived from ancient tradition and knowledge. All right. So anyways, even in Harry Potter, the Elder Wand, it was the most powerful, unable to be defeated wand. So this is an incredibly powerful spirit. Folklore would have described the elder tree as a gateway to other worlds. And I was just thinking the other day, why not plant some it's more of a bush to me, but because I'm trying to let my yard get more wild, And I was like, why don't I try to get some elder, I call them bushes, but I guess they're a tree, in this one area. And then I was like, would I have to go like dig one up, or can I order that? Like, so it's really great for me personally that this card is here today, because I have these like momentary bird brain ideas, but then they get confirmed. So I'm like, yeah, I should do it. So drawing this card signifies your readiness to awaken to the magic that is all around you. So invisible forces are like knocking at your door, beckoning you to heed the call to adventure and learning. So just as elderberries can move stagnant blood, your spiritual and emotional stagnation can be cured by seeking higher knowledge. So what are you curious about? Study a mystery tradition, philosophy. Just study something new spiritually to get the juices flowing, which is kind of what we had yesterday with dance and the river, right? You want to keep things going. You don't want stagnation. So anyways, the journey could also begin by following the path of a coincidence or intuition that brings you beyond the mundane. Mundane again, that was also yesterday. So when you immerse yourself in the mystery of life, this will allow synchronicity to unfold and guide you into unprecedented creativity and magic. So, but it says a word of caution: do not allow yourself to be overtaken by the myths and the stories, or the archetypes and the characters that you encounter. Elder has been treated with the air of a wise teacher who demands respect. And superstitions regarding this tree are common. Legends of an elder mother residing within the tree have given folks reason to ask permission before cutting or harvesting the plant. So if I'm going to go get one, I need to talk to it first and see if it's okay. People are also cautioned not to fall asleep underneath an elder, for a journey into another world can be dangerous for the uninitiated. Even the almighty elder wand can backfire on its owner when its ancient magic is misunderstood. There you go, Harry Potter reference. So elder medicine is sedative and relaxing to the nervous system. The flowers, they have white flowers. They're especially good for that. Even their scent is slightly narcotic. So as you enter into the mystery, the key to higher knowledge is remembering to relax and care for your needs. So we must relax and care for our needs. A calm nervous system allows you to enter into meditative and enhanced states of consciousness without difficulty or fear or harm. So I guess, I know, right? This is, yeah, hey, it's nature. What's up? Like, you need to treat all the energies that you encounter with respect and love, and do not be consumed by them, okay? Whew. So anyways, this is a very special time for you. I'm going to really approach the elder tree respectively. Make sure it's good, but don't you want one? Or don't you want to know where to find this tree? I want to smell narcotic flowers because they relax you a little bit. But this is powerful medicine. This will help get you through the cold and flu season. If you look up elderberry syrup or elderberry tincture. So elder grants the ability to both avidly study ancient wisdom and make up your own mind about what you discover, right? So there we go. There's our discernment from the elder tree. The elder mother reminds us not to idealize our teachers, no matter how wise or mystical they may be. Okay? Don't idealize the teachers. Okay? You're one and the same. Honestly. Is there someone here? So the message is an encouraging one. You have the power to move between worlds, dance with the gods, and return with creative genius. Very cool. Elder. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So anyways, now that makes sense, like, right, traveling to the other worlds, other dimensions, it makes sense that that would come through with Vitex, which is self-mastery, right? Like, you don't want to go someplace, I'm talking dimensionally, where you haven't been initiated to and you're not ready, okay? So as you access this ancient wisdom, this self-mastery message really comes through. And look how the Vitex is. It's moving, it's dancing, it's encouraging you to do things that do not contribute to stagnation, right? Keep that energy flowing. So this one also comes with another Rumi quote. It says, he says, in each moment the fire rages. It will burn away 100 veils and carry you 1,000 steps toward your goal. He was so elusive at times. Like, just say what you mean. So Vitex is a small tree native to the Mediterranean, and it's used as a hormone regulator. It balances estrogen and progesterone levels. It can help soothe PMS and other reproductive disorders. You could also use it if you're lactating or to aid in childbirth. It's also known as chaste tree. This plant has a history of chastity. So the fruit, sometimes the chaste berry is sometimes called monk's pepper because like they would eat it to decrease their libido. So they would use the berries off of this tree for that. It may or may not have worked, really, but that's what they did. And then, like in ancient Greece and Rome, women would wear the flowers or carry a twig of this as a symbol of their chastity. So yeah, I mean, it's debatable whether it really works for the libido or not. A lot of herbalists might use it for people that have overexcited states or ADD, nervousness, hyperactivity, hypersexuality. So it does help like balance out hormones. And it can also be used for postmenopausal women who feel like their zest for life and love is gone. Okay, so Rosemary Gladstar, she's a really cool herbalist, says that it regulates the system and balances out. So whether you're deficient or excessive, Vitex helps you get to that healthy balance. Cool. Okay, but oracly, oracle cardly, excuse me, my throat's going. When Vitex appears, you may experience a surge of energy that requires a greater level of self-control. Good. I hope I get it right before I need to do these rabbit cages. The situation calls for discipline and self-mastery. Okay. There's another herbalist called Matthew Wood, and he associates or connects Vitex with the archetype of the hunter. So the desire to hunt and or the feeling of being hunted may come into play at this time. So examine your relationship with the hunt. I mean, you're either the hunter or the hunted on this earth plane, right? Are you hunting after someone or something? Perhaps there is a relationship or spiritual experience you desire, but you just can't quite reach it at this time. So remember, on a deeper level, you are your own source of love and divinity. So any type of fulfillment, it really cannot even be obtained outside of you. Everything is within. So back to this hunting. Hunting implies the desire to consume or possess. The challenge you face now is tempering this desire with self-control. So, interesting. If sexual energy is involved, remember that even the source of sexuality is divine. Your desire for another is also your desire to experience divinity. On the other hand, if you're the one feeling hunted, haunted, or sought after by an unwanted energy, okay, if that's you, like either you're the hunter or you're the hunted. I mean, there really is, you're either one or the other. If this is the case, explore how your own energy has attracted this influence. It may be that your unmet desires have been projected onto another person, causing him or her to pursue you inappropriately. You might also be constantly looking over your shoulder, expecting an unknown fear to catch up with you. In this case, the hunt stops when you stop running. If you turn around, you may see yourself reflected in the face of your pursuer. So if you can harness the influx of energy at this time, you will be able to channel it into creative pursuits. The fiery and electric force can be used to increase your own abilities, stamina, and personal power. You need not join a monastery to learn discipline, but maintaining some sort of daily practice is recommended. So self-mastery will be aided by a practice that blends the sensual and the spiritual, such as yoga, dance, music, or tantra. So that's really cool. So rather than running away or toward something or someone, be willing to just stay put and feel the passion within yourself. Instead of giving in to the desire to consume, see what it feels like to appreciate the desire for its own sake, even to extend and sustain this desire. If you stay with it long enough, you can experience a transformation of self that results in an increased amount of energy that you are able to hold within. So, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am, with these two cards coming together. There we go. I know, boom, they're beautiful. So I will take pictures of these two amazing trees. So much wisdom, so much knowledge coming through with our friendships, right, and our discernment. It's just fabulous. I know, right? I'm gonna have to listen to that again. That was a lot. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much. Do you feel like we need to clear a little bit of negative energy? That's why I felt called to the dragons today. I knew it. I knew I was not walking away happy-go-lucky after this topic, just because it's one, you know, that I do have some clearing work to do. So sorry that I brought that to the table. But I'm going to pull a dragon now. Angela says, what in the world? You don't have to join a monastery, but I mean, I'd be good at it. All right, silence. And really, I could be silent. I could do it. All right, so let's pull a dragon because any of these dragons would be welcome friends at this point, clearing our energy with any type of, you know, friendship, discernment, any type of ancient thing that happened to us. But, you know, that's all wisdom, you guys. It all adds up to wisdom and experience. And we signed up for everything that's happened to us. Isn't that ridiculous? Oh, my gosh. I don't know which one to pick now. Do I have to pick two? All right, let's just see who they were. All right, we got the water dragon, which helps you flow around obstacles. Didn't discernment say she became water? And we got the silver lunar dragon. So this is feminine, emotional, water, right? The moon, even though it's an artificial moon, FYI. So anyways, I also wanted to show you, those ones were the ones that were popping up in the middle. Okay, and we're not going to dive too deep into these because I feel like wow. But the one on the top and the one on the bottom was air and fire dragon, which does expand our creative energies, right? So if we can tap into this, is what Vitex was saying, you really can get a lot of energy movement in your life. And orange dragon is so sweet. The orange dragons are the ones that you call on to bring family and communities together. So talk about friendships there. So I just want to briefly talk about these dragons. So the lunar and the water dragon were sticking up in the middle of the deck. The air and fire was on the top and orange dragon was on the bottom. So this water dragon is coming through saying, yo, I will help you move around obstacles easily. Okay, I will help you, right? Just like water. Katie says, I have so much work to do, like I could seriously write a book. I know. That's why I tweeted, I don't even want to show up to this broadcast. But yeah, thank you, dragons, for sure. So Christ light and love are flowing. Okay, they're coming to earth. That's why you're feeling it in your body. That's why your body is purging and detoxing, and you're trying to keep up with this new energy. So the water dragon is encouraging us to develop our psychic abilities and basically just to go with the flow. You can't fight ascension energies. You can't resist ascension energies. So you might as well just go with it and try to embody as much Christ light as you can. Okay, you are supported. That's why it came in with the silver lunar dragon, because this dragon will bathe you in feminine energy and feminine light while you process these upgrades and while you do clean up your third dimensional messes, so to speak. So the silver lunar dragon says, come into balance. Okay, that's what Vitex was saying. This is a balance message. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Okay, so those are our intentions. Peace and cooperation. And that's going to really help us when we do bring our soul families and communities together. When we spread belonging, oneness, warmth, love, when we bring people together, what we need to be practicing is this feminine energy. Is this peace and cooperation. I wonder if dragons work with mermaids. Probably. I think everyone is interconnected on such a great level. It's just us humans that are such egotistical buggers that we think we're, separate or alone. Everything else is connecting and cooperating and teamworking and collaborating. It's humans that need to get on board. So this is all coming through with the air and fire dragon to say, hey, you got this energy going through you. Let's harness it. Let's direct it. Let's focus. Let's focus it and let's communicate your passion. So those are our 4 dragons, air and fire, orange for the communities, which we are working towards. Finding our soul families is step 1. Silver lunar dragon, bathing us in that beautiful feminine energy. And the water dragon coming through, most importantly, with the message to please go with the flow. Please relax. You're kind of getting too uptight about all this, okay? Things would simmer down and fizzle out if you could just be a little easier about it. So yesterday, Katie also has this deck. Yesterday, Patreon didn't upload the other dragon card. Patreon, you better watch it. Are you using the app or the web? Sometimes in the app it won't upload pictures, so I go to like the web version. Even on my phone, I use a browser. Try maybe working with the browser if the app is giving you trouble, because I've had a little trouble myself with that Patreon app. But so I just open up like the browser window on my phone and it works perfect there. So 2 cards flew out and fell on the floor. It was the Alpha Dragon. Oh, that's Gracie's dragon. Al. Alpha. Her dad, his name's Al. So anyways, Alpha Dragon, that's fun. Right? Alpha says, you're creating this reality. Alpha says, you know, just say it and it is, right? We'll help you breathe your passion and vision into life. So yeah, that's a beautiful creation message. Yeah, use the web, and then you shouldn't have any trouble at that point. So dragons, we love you. Thank you so, so much. Yeah, use the web. So I don't even remember putting this deck out, but I guess now I do kind of. We'll just pull a quick affirmation to start ending the broadcast. Let's end with some love now that the dragons have come in, and we can ask them to clear energy and transmute. You know, dragons are 5th dimensional and 7th and 9th, right? And 4th dimensional. So we can ask them to come into our space and, you know, clear out any negativities that you have. Just have them circle your family. Just be like, dragons, like, just start circling them like a tornado, please. Circle me like a tornado, too. Let's just spin off all this last remaining negative residue. Let's shake it off like a wet dog. It's not what you want to do. Like Katie, you're saying, like, you have to write a book. You have all this work to do. Don't you just want to like shake it off like a wet dog and just be done with it? I'm so looking forward to that feeling. So here we go. Let's just get a little affirmation for us. Okay, stop there. Oh, it's Ryan's card. You are limitless. So recognize this truth. You can do anything you want to do. But Ryan's not here, so this is our card now, boo. If you're not here, I'm going to knock you. Speaking of friends, if you don't show up, I'm going to totally bash you. I'm such a good friend. That's why I have so many. All right, now on the bottom of the deck, it's practice compassion. Right? Or you just sometimes want to be like, all right, I will. I'll do it already. I guess. Practice compassion. See all things from a different perspective. So like if someone like did fail you in your life, you know, try looking at it from their point. Hey, so did I fail you? My son's waving at me like, I did not fail you yet, did I? So number 4 and number 15, those are the numbers. So we do remember this one from the other day. Oh, but what I was saying was, you know, if we take time to look at it from their perspective too, like we can also not only have our understanding from the situation, but we can gain their understanding as well if we practice compassion. So at times we are too close to a situation and can only see things from one perspective. There is a multitude of possible outcomes to any situation. So the message is to take a broader outlook, release the need to control what is happening, and allow your inner knowing to assist you. Things always work out as they should. So let's just be water and go with the flow for right now. What we can do, however, is practice compassion. Okay, see things from a different perspective. We can all benefit when we try to look at things from someone else's viewpoint. Walking in someone else's shoes helps us to have a tender understanding that may change how we are feeling now. Love and compassion always bring a positive outcome. She's sweet. I love the butterfly on her head and the feathers in her hair. And she's holding a little blue bird. And she's got like a little vole on her shoulder. I'm going to try to stop killing the voles, I guess. I don't know. Nature is so rough, you guys. Like, we try to respect nature, but then like nature came the other night and killed our last chicken, right? Nature broke in and chewed her head off. So it's like I get messages that I'm supposed to be gentle to nature. Well, why isn't nature gentle to my pets that I wanted to live outside, right? Like, nature killed all of my chickens. So nature does confuse me at times a little bit. I love nature, but why you do that? Why you do that? It's crazy. So Katie says, another confirmation I keep getting that message, looking at the situation from a higher perspective. Oh, I know, Katie, isn't it like annoying at times? Like, try to see everybody's perspective and the higher perspective and the perspective from underneath, and like there's so many different ways to look at the situation. If we can really start to just become a little detached from just our own and start to embrace everybody's, seeing it as a collective, that truly is a wonderful way to start practicing compassion. I know, Angela, and I just felt like bad for her the other day because she's been out there all alone, and she seemed kind of depressed the other day, and I was like, oh, it's going to be a long winter for you, and I hope you don't freeze because you have nobody to keep you warm, and now this. So I guess that's that. I mean, I kind of just have to go with the flow, I guess. But yeah, Pearl, our Princess Pearl, I think it was a weasel. So anyways, that's that. So if we reinforce the pen, we'll get more chickens in the spring, I guess. But we need to be smarter about it this time, I guess, because they know that they're there now, so they will keep coming back. So always something. That's a good transition to letting it go. Here we go. Oh, this, I did order this from the library. It didn't arrive yet, but look what books did come for me. I got Donna Eden's book, Energy Medicine. So this should be interesting. Donna Eden, and a lot of words, you guys, so we'll see. A lot of words, but there are some diagrams. But I really kind of wanted to preview this book too. Like, is this one I would like to purchase and own, or do I want to just keep watching her YouTube videos? Because some stuff, you know, it's good to have a reference, but then other stuff, it's like, well, I'll probably learn more if I just watch it on YouTube and see it hands-on. But so I love the library for this. I really do. You know, it's like, if you're not sure if you want to buy a book, have the library get it for you. Because if they don't have it, they can order it from a different library, the Interlibrary Loan, at least in Pennsylvania. So anyways, that's cool. I'm going to preview that book while I wait for my other book. And then I found this one while I was perusing the aisles. It's the Oxford Book of Health Foods. So this is just some romance for me. Right, just gonna read this romance novel, but there is a page for plantain, so that's cool because we're gonna talk about plantain on Friday. There's even pineapple, so it's not just herbs. There's all kinds of stuff, but here's their plantain. So this is the plant that we'll be talking about Friday. Not that I'm gonna read this. I mean, you gotta like really love plants to like read about like the chemical constitutes. I mean, you got to be a nerd to really dive into this, and I love it. So the only thing that could make it better for me is if I had someone reading it to me, because I am a slow reader, but I let it sink in. So yeah, the only way that book could be better is if it came with a nerd reader. So anyways, here we go. Enough of that. Let's let something else go. Oh man, and then next week we'll have Melody's book. So thank you, Melody. I can't wait to check out your book. Right, Melody. She wants us to just let that love that God, love, light flow through us. That's her message. That's funny. I looked at the top card. That would be perfect today. But that's not how we do it here. I got to shuffle it. I got to shuffle. So if you want to come back, come back. Here we go. The language of letting go. What can you let go of today? I can really let go of a lot more. Even though I've let go of so much, I could let even more go. I realize that. But how can I let it go without being bitter about it? You know what I'm saying? How can I let it go without being bitter? Oh my God, we got to do the top and bottom. We have to. We have to. All right. Well, these aren't going to last long if I do two at a time. But when I flip the deck over, Angela, I really wanted to pull this one for you. It's releasing anger toward family members. Like, how could I not? I'm not saying just you, girl. Like, I can jump on board here. Oh, I can jump on board here. Releasing anger towards family members. Like, how many of my family members do you see on my website or my chat? 0. Like, absolutely no support, right? Like, okay, fine, whatever. But, like, I got to learn how to release that resentment. So today I will accept the potent emotions that I may feel towards members of my family. And I'll be grateful. I'll be grateful for the lessons they are teaching me. I accept the golden light of healing that's shining on all of us. So that's where we're at. We're being honest about how we feel. We're being honest about what work still needs to be done. And we want to accept all this golden Christed light. Like, let's release what no longer serves us and let's fill ourselves with that light. Okay, because we don't need to release it and then there be an empty space. We can release it and then fill that space with love and light and golden energy. Yeah, and just saying, heck yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So today I will accept the potent emotions. Okay, hey, right? I'm acknowledging the way I feel about my family. But I'm going to be grateful for the lessons that they teach me, okay? Because all friendships, all relationships, they're all going to teach you something. And I accept this golden healing light that's shining on us. Okay? I do accept that. So it's weird that I did two, but releasing fear. Okay? We're going to also release fear. Today, I will ask God to help me let go of my need to be afraid. I welcome peace, trust, acceptance, and safety into my life. I will make a point of listening to my healthy, rational fears, and I will relinquish all of the other ones. So if it's a healthy fear, if it's rational, I'll listen to it. But those other ones that I've just conjured and they don't really need to be there, I'm going to release those. Our friend today was talking about how she always wanted to be safe. Yeah, you guys can split that with Aiden too, okay? Right, wanted to be safe. So today I'm going to welcome peace, trust, acceptance, and safety. I'm going to welcome these into my life. I'm going to ask God to help me. Please help me not be afraid. Yeah, and Angela says, I will try to be a little grateful. Yeah, that's all you can be at this point, right? It's a start. It's a start. A little bit's better than none. A little bit is better than none. I guess. Isn't it funny how, like, when you add I guess onto anything you say, it just completely, like, makes it so, like, oh, thanks for inviting me over, I guess. Oh, I'm so happy to see you here with everybody, I guess. Like, Like my husband and I laugh so hard sometimes, like how you can add like I guess onto something and it just totally makes it like the rudest thing. So yeah, I'll try to be a little grateful, I guess. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, so let's end with some joy and sorrow. Let's get outside before the sun goes down. It's like, oh, and it's 3:13. I love that number. It is getting dark so easy. If there's sunshine, go get it. The sun is good for you. Use your discernment how much you need and what hours you're out there, but you need the sun. Okay, so go get it. Go get some. Okay. Dance of Spring. Dance of Spring. Aw, this is almost how it feels today. I can't wait for spring. So, a spectacular spring sunrise greets the first day of May. May opening everyone to the love during the May Day Fertility Festival. The air is filled with the scent of blossoms, fresh grass mixed with the perfume of a bouquet of flowers in the dancer's hand. Daisies. The daisies symbolize her innocence, and the red roses in her headdress, of course, they represent love. Around her neck, she wears a heart of rose quartz to remind her to love herself first and choose wisely, right? Love herself first, but always choose wisely. So the bees buzz, the birds fly, and the ducks swim on the bubbling water fed by the spring runoff. The tree spirit awakens after a long winter sleep to be greeted by birds building nests in their limbs. The dancer beams with joy. Her radiating energy electrifies the air as she performs the maypole dance by weaving her ribbons with others to create a braid on the pole. This ritual of spring depicts the tapestry of life, how we all have a thread, and how we are all interconnected. So isn't that a beautiful way to end our topic of friendship with a message of interconnection and meaning? So Katie says, I love all of the cards and messages for today. I pulled a dragon card, of course. I'm so glad you pull cards while we're sitting here together. Two fell out again, the deep blue dragon and silver dragon. The card on the bottom was the black dragon from Saturn, second day in a row. That's awesome. I love your relationships, your relationship with that deck. And FYI, we're going to carry on this discussion a little bit tomorrow because we're going to do relationships kind of in general tomorrow. So friendship, relationship, back to back. But we're going to do it. So to finish up, the guidance from the Dance of Spring is, Dance of Spring guides you to rejoice in the coming of spring, in rebirth and renewal. So revel in the sunshine and the beauty of nature growing around you. So truly, as soon as I push stop, I'm going to run outside. And I'll post pictures later tonight when it's dark. So revel in the sunshine and the beauty of nature growing around you. Dance in the fresh air. Participate in the rites of spring to feel connected to it and spring eternal. So even though we're like getting ready into winter, I love this message because that's how I would like to feel today. So this is a beautiful, beautiful card. I love her so, so much. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you for joining me. I will post. Did we really pull all these cards today? This is insane, especially when I was like, just gonna pull like one herb card today. I ended up pulling more cards than I ever do. Isn't that funny? When I said we're only gonna pull one card, like only a couple cards today. I shouldn't even say that because I just set myself up to pull a billion cards.
Peace.
Oh, Mini Sadie's here.
You got my affirmations.
Yeah, and Katie, I'm telling you, that's why I also shuffle like a psycho for 5 minutes, because it's like I want to make sure I'm not just being lax in my shuffling and pulling the same card all the damn time. Like, you want to know, so you shuffle, cut, like, right? I get you. You do not have to explain that one at all.
No. Wait, what are we talking about?
All right, there I am. I look good. Here, Mini Sadie, cheers to you.
Cheers.
So I love you, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. Join me if it's good for you. You're right, Katie. You cannot have too many. I love you, Angela. And I'll see you guys soon. For anyone watching the replay in the future, thank you for watching the replay in the future. You're amazing. And you should connect with me in your now moment. Because if you watch this entire thing and you like me, you should be my friend. Okay, you guys, I'll see you soon. I love you so much, and I'll post these on allnaturalme.com a lot a bit later, but they will get up today. So I love you, and we'll see you soon.
I'm out.
You're funny.